afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the City of Madeira Beach Board of Commissioners Agenda Setting Meeting. Today is Tuesday, June 10th, and the time is 5:32. Would the city clerk please call the roll?
Vice Mayor Hodges,
Yes, here.
Commissioner Lister,
Here.
Commissioner Poe, Commissioner Shantz,
Here.
Mayor Palladino.
Here. Mr. City Manager, if you would move forward with the topics.
These are going to be very simple. Items A, B, and C, and there's additional ones that we need to add, but A, B, and C are ordinances that you had, they may be deja vu for y'all, that these were ordinances that we had involved in terms of land development and development in general prior to my arrival, and then remember, we took the ones off the books that just pertain to the Marriott and moved ahead on those. Well, this is what remained, and so Dave Healy, Al Carrier, and Lynn will be presenting to the Plan Commission the night before your meeting, and then we're going to report to you at the workshop where they went on this at the very next day. So that's basically all that is. One is amending the comprehensive plan, one is on development regulations, and then it's the town center plan as well. So the only ones that I'd like to add is, and Mr. Mayor, on your agenda for tonight, items, I have them listed as items 7 and 8. The approval of the bid award for the lease of land at the north end of Village Boulevard, what I've been affectionately calling the patio area right outside of the Bamboo Beer Garden, and the lease agreement. I'm going to ask for a referral to this workshop, and just, you know, we don't have to talk about it at length, but what we found was a hiccup from how FDOT conveyed that property to us, and I think what it's at is that property was conveyed to us knowing that it would always be a piece of public property. And so what we would like to do, or what we would recommend, is instead of leasing it to the Bamboo for $2,600 a year and having them put tables and chairs out there, we put a budget amendment together for us to do the work prior to this meeting. We would like to do exactly that, put some tables and chairs out there and treat it just like you all treat the deck at the Snack Shack. Just be a public, tiny little park. If Bamboo patrons grab a beer or a soda and want to sit there, that's fine. If Pat Shantz walking down the sidewalk wants to sit there, that's fine too. Or you just leave it alone. So that'll be completely up to you, so you can digest that over the next couple of days, and we'll talk about that at the workshop, but we won't be dealing with that tonight. And then generically, I don't see Cheryl, the other thing that we should probably just put on this workshop is the Don stock in a generic fashion, just in case anything arises that we can discuss at that time. So right now, those are the only 5 items on the workshop. If anything does come up between now and then, we'll do that. But
Signs? The signs? No? The review? Never mind.
oh, the
A-frame?
A-frame
Fine.
and flutter signs, we had said, Tom had helped us master that resolution or ordinance that allowed for the ability to put those signs up based off of a certain unemployment rate, but you wanted to revisit it in 6 months versus I think we would annually check the unemployment rate, and if it fell below a certain level, we wouldn't allow those. But we wanted to see if the A-frame signs and the flutter signs were cluttering the city, and if we had received any complaints and stuff like that. So you had put a tickler on there in 6 months. I haven't received one complaint. I've probably received, you know, we've gotten compliments on it because I think it's helped a lot of people out. So we'll just put that on there generically. Amy, you're right. And if no one's had any issues, we'll, like, good enough, standalone. So anything that you all want on the agenda, otherwise that's all that staff has for you.
Commission? Anybody have anything they'd like to add or anything they'd like to ask of the?
What?
Stormwater funding.
The report?
Yeah, we may have the stormwater rate report ready for that workshop.
Okay, yeah, then we would do that as well. If you remember, we paid a consultant to go out there and determine which was required to adjust our stormwater fee. That is nearing completion, and if we're ready for that, we'll put that on there. This is that time of year where I think we're going to have to be a little fluid with our workshops, and we might have a couple of special meetings, especially in regards to the budget and stuff like that.
When are we going to get some updates on just the building in general City Hall? Are we going to do that at a workshop, or you want to do that at a
We can do that whenever you want. I wanted to
Come to
get a
your
little
office and talk
further
to
than
you?
where we're at. You certainly can. Why don't we do that at this?
It's just,
This is a nice.
just giving, general information
Sure.
for everybody out there. I know where we're at. And-
No,
and I love it,
that's
but
a good idea.
It's good
We'll,
to have general information of where you're at. and-
We'll have representatives from Hennessy and the architectural firm come and give you just a short little
I don't,
update.
I don't want to make it too long, because we're already.
No, we
at
got
eight.
we got a short one, but items A, B, and C, they look short, they're not.
Okay.
But, that's a good idea. We should have some sort of update.
Sweet.
I've just been so pleased since there hasn't been any major, well, we've had our major issues, but we've been able to handle them internally.
Yes.
Basically just revolving around utility. But so far, the project's been
Looks great.
moving along quite well. Dave or Vince, if you can remind me if I forget to have those guys show up at this meeting tomorrow when we meet with them.
Commission, do you have anything else? At this time, I'll entertain a motion for the proposed agenda for the BOC workshop for June 24th, 2014.
I so move, Mr. Mayor.
Second.
Yeah, motion's been made and second. Any discussion amongst the commission? Would the city clerk please call the roll?
Vice Mayor Hodges?
Yes.
Commissioner Lister?
Yes.
Commissioner Poe? Commissioner Shantz?
Yes.
Mayor Palladino?
Yes. Seeing no further business, this meeting is adjourned at 5:39.